Hey guys, this is part two of my how I do my dip powder nails at home. Now, we just completed the entire dip application. Now I wanted to move into filing. Right here, this is me filing the sides of my nail, and I'm basically getting the shape that I really want for my nail. Um, I like to file straight just to make sure that I have a clean sides. I want to make sure that the shape of the nail is actually where I want it. And I prefer a more tapered nail going towards the free edge. So right here, you're going to watch me sort of pull down the side skin right there. And I'm making sure that I'm only filing on the acrylic or the dip powder after it's been activated. The file that I'm using here is a medium on one side and a coarse on another side. And the reason that I opt for that is that the coarse side is really going to shape my nail. In addition to that, it's going to help me sort of file and smooth out any unevenness that I may have. Right there, as you can see, a little product got on the side and cured, and so I'm just going to go in and file that down. So any imperfections that you might find on your nail like that, go ahead and start to file those down, not too much. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I see that people make when they're doing their nails is that they're filing their nail away instead of looking at it from both angles. Now, what I mean by that is I file my nails away from me just so I can make sure that it doesn't look uneven to other people. And then I turn it around to myself to make sure that I'm satisfied not only with the shape of the nail, but that the under free edge area, so underneath your nail, I'm making sure that there's no additional product buildup under there that I may have to remove. Okay. Now, again, right here, this is how you properly fold back and pull back that skin so that you can actually get to the sides of your nail without cutting yourself. I know a lot of people do that. They will use either too harsh of an emery board or they haven't quite yet figured out how to use the e-file. You can actually get an electric file, an electric drill results using a fingernail file if you know how to use it. So again, medium slash coarse fingernail file when you're actually in the shaping and filing down process. I'll let you watch this clip and I will be right back. Now that we have our desired shape, I'm showing you right here, we have everything filed in terms of the taperness that I'm looking for. I'm going to start to move into how I rotate my hand underneath my file so that it mimics an electronic drill. I'm using the coarse side of my fingernail file and I'm rotating my hand as if I'm putting a key into a lock. So the same way that you would lock and unlock your key, the same way you would lock and unlock your lock, that would be the same sort of rotation. You're going left to right underneath the fingernail file. The purpose of this is so that you're not staying in one particular place versus another, and you're giving your nail the proper distribution of filing. So like you're moving from side to side, side to side, so it's not sticking on one side versus the other side. And again, this is going to allow you to sort of shape and sculpt the nail in a fashion that would be more salon-like. When I move up towards the cuticle, closer to my cuticle rather, I'm going to use the medium side. I'm going to flip the file to the medium side. Now, I will still use the rotation of my hand, but I'm going to use the medium side because I'm closer to that sensitive skin around the cuticle, and I don't want to cut my hand. Plus, I don't need a lot of sculpting and sort of reshaping in that area. So I prefer to use the medium side. If you find that sometimes you're using your fingernail file and you're scraping your skin or you're cutting yourself, it's because the board is too abrasive and you might want to switch to a softer side. So I always opt to get a fingernail file that has a medium side. Also pay attention to the fact that I'm using the corners of the file to go around the cuticle area, and that's because I have more control. I don't have, when you use the center of the fingernail file, at least for me, I find that I don't have the same level of control that I would want to have, and so I opt to use the edge of the file, and I go around my cuticle, and it saves me a lot of time. Now here, this is a cuticle buffer. This is a smaller buffer, and it's perfect for, the detail around your cuticle and the sides of your nail. And as you can see right there, that is pretty smooth. It's very flat. You still see the curve, but you don't see a lot of lumps. And from the base of my natural nail to the end of the free edge, it's a nice clean surface. It's a nice flat surface. It has been shaped and sculpted. I don't have a product underneath my nail. The free edge has been sealed, and so I'm going to continue these steps throughout, and finish off my hand. And so I'll let you watch it from here on out. One of the things that I do when I am filing my nail, especially like the middle finger and the ring finger, is I will use the adjacent finger for support so that it helps stabilize the finger as I'm rotating it under the file. So I just wanted you all to see that. So if I'm still twisting my finger underneath the file, but I'm using my pointer finger to support my middle finger as I'm filing underneath. Again, this is going to help stabilize the finger so that you can actually file it and get the desired shape that you're looking for. Hopefully this was a good tip for someone. Now that we've completely filed and shaped our desired hand, it is now time for us to go into buffing. But I wanted to point out something. If you all have the OPI color, what is this? Keys to My Karma. This ASP an apple a day dip acrylic powder is the same sort of color. It's that blue red. So I just wanted to point that out if anyone was looking for blue red. Now that we have filed everything and that we've buffed everything, it's now time to move into our final step, which would be step 4. We're going to now go into applying the top coat. I always apply 2 coats of the top coat. And on a side note, if you find that the top coat leaves your nails a little dull, that it's not necessarily giving you that same sort of top coat gel wet look, once the top coat has dried, go ahead and apply a top coat of your favorite clear powder, clear polish, and that should help. Hopefully this video was helpful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye.